Hello everyone, and happy Tuesday to you. Today we celebrate the feast of Saint Lawrence. He was a deacon living around the year 250 in the church. And during that time there was a great persecution of the church. He was living in Rome, and he was actually in charge of a lot of the distribution of food or wealth or money for those in need in the church at the time. And he had seen already the persecution taking place. The Pope himself was actually taken away and was martyred. And so Lawrence was saddened by that, but also desired to give of himself in the same way. Well, he got his desire, and the emperor comes to him. They take him into custody, and they tell him to bring us the treasures of the church, because the Roman emperor knew that the church was wealthy in a sense, that they had a lot of goods to give to people. And so Lawrence said, give me 3 days and I'll bring you all the treasures of the church. And so what he did was he gathered together all of the sick, all of the religious, and all of the poor as well in the Roman city. And he brings them to the emperor and says, here are the treasures of the church. And it was a little bit of a witty kind of thing to do, and of course that earned him his death. But he knew for sure that these were the treasures of the church. He wasn't saying it in jest really as much as saying, these are the people who are the treasures of the church, those who have childlike faith, those who have nothing else to rely on but the grace of God. And those who also give us the opportunity to give of ourselves, those who give us the opportunity to love more purely, to give not expecting anything in return. That's what Lawrence was like in life, and what Jesus talks about in the gospel, Lawrence also does a great job of portraying for us. He says, unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains but a grain of wheat. But if it dies, it produces much fruit. Lawrence, through his death, produced much fruit for the church. His story is still told today. And so he was sentenced to be burned alive on a grate. And so even then he had a quick wit. And he said to his persecutors, to those killing him, he said, turn me over, I think I'm done on this side. So today we ask for that same grace that St. Lawrence had, the grace of the martyrs, to give totally of ourselves, to be all in for our faith, all in for the church. That it might be more to us than just perhaps a social gathering once a week, or something more than just a place that serves us and our needs, but we can ask, how can we serve? How can I serve today? How can I give of myself more purely, more totally? That even to the point of death, to our death to self, that we can give of ourselves, and in that way, like St. Lawrence, produce much fruit for the church, much fruit for the world.